First of all, let's go to the data released over the European session. What's caught your imagination this morning?
Okay, well, we start with inflation data from Japan, which almost, to my mind, seems to refute the Bank of Japan's claims. But core CPI, so a narrow measure of consumer price index for August, this is the year-on-year number. It comes in at minus 0.1%. Better, it must be said, than the forecast minus 0.2%, but still, diametrically opposite the prior read of plus 0.1%. So it doesn't look like deflation's been squeezed out of the Japanese economy to me yet. I'm sure we'll talk about that at greater length in due course. Over to Europe, a positive number from France. It's a while since we had one of those, but French consumer confidence for September comes in at a read of 97, sharply better than the forecast 94, and indeed the prior read of 94. So some crumbs of comfort there for the French government. And then probably the most important number of the day, Eurozone private loans, so the amount of money that's being lent away from the public sector. This is the year-on-year number for August, and we do see growth. We see a growth of plus 1%. However, that's below the forecast of plus 1.1% and marginally above the prior read of plus 0.9%. Now remember, the ECB's flooded Europe with liquidity via QE and its TLTRO operations, but it would appear that the banks are not racing to pass this money on and quite happy to sit on it and bolster their balance sheets, which is not the intention. So it'd be interesting to see what the powers that be in the ECB try to do about that. And in terms of data points to look forward to next week, and obviously we'll talk more about some of these on Monday. We have Spanish retail sales for August on Tuesday, German inflation, and this is the harmonised index of consumer prices measure. This is the measure that the ECB prefers to look at. That's data for September, and that's also on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, UK GDP for the second quarter as well. So quite a few interesting data points to look forward to.
Understood.